This is DJ Jason X interviewing Liv Kristine from Liv's Eyes for TBFM Online Internet Radio. Liv, how is the tour going so far?
Very well. Well, we just the tour just started yesterday.
Oh, right.
We met not far away from Heathrow, just to gather everybody. And then the tour bus. When I woke up this morning, I woke up in Cardiff, right. Which is it's very nice because I was here. That's how many years ago? Well, I was 16 back then.
Oh wow!
And I was an exchange student. It wasn't Cardiff. It wasn't Swansea. It was somewhere in between.
Just outside?
On the countryside,
oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I stayed with the family there.
Oh, right.
Lovely, absolutely lovely. But I did visit Cardiff a couple of times back then. And so when I woke up this morning, I thought, yes, see if I recognise any places. And I did.
Awesome.
Yes.
Have you been to Spillers today, the oldest record shop in the UK, I believe?
Yes,
awesome.
Absolutely.
And
yes,
I've seen, of course, the pictures of you and Alexander shopping this morning. Did you pick up anything nice?
Well, actually, we had 4 or 5 cups of coffee and and cake and all the good stuff. Yeah, you have to be good to yourself on tour. I mean, touring is quite hard, actually.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes, it is. It's like 16, 17 people living.
Oh
on
wow!
one floor,
all in the
a couple of square meters. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So it's good to get away from the tour thing for a couple of hours a day. A cup of coffee and enjoy the weather.
So it's been a nice day.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
I love Cardiff. Yeah.
So, what have some of the highlights been of the tour? Have you had any highlights? What they're only starting yesterday?
The highlights. Well, what I just did was to practice breaking the silence with the Firewind because
Oh yes.
They asked me to join them for this song, so we just did that, and I think it sounded very, very nice. So we're just about to soundcheck with Liv's Eyes.
Oh yes.
Yes, but this is the first time Liv's Eyes is playing in Wales, actually. Yeah.
Awesome. And have there been any sort of down points, sort of bad times?
You mean on this tour?
Yes. No. All the good stuff. Brilliant news.
All fine. Yes, we were a bit worried if all our merchandise would go into the trailer or fit in, but it did.
Good. I think we've got one definite customer here sitting with us now.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now I realise that Atrocity, Liv's Eyes and the Liv Kristine solo project are all intertwined, and all the band members kind of interchange between the different bands, and you're all very much family. But how is the new drummer Felix Bourne, fitting in so far? Oh
yes. The interesting thing is that Felix is very young. He's just 20-something.
Oh wow.
Yes. But he's so good. He's such a great drummer. And he's such a talent. But it's his first tour, actually. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be sure to cheer extra loud for him then.
Yes. Well, he did Wacken open air a couple of weeks ago. 80,000 people.
Oh, that was with yourselves as well, wasn't it?
Well, it was quite exciting for him. But he did very well. It's all well fine. So, so I think he's it's like being thrown into the cold water.
Oh,
First show, Wacken open air.
Yeah.
Well, we did a couple of smaller club shows in Spain and Greece this year with Felix, but Wacken is just such a big difference.
I can imagine.
So now we're on tour, and he's very happy and very grateful to be on tour to experience all this. Yeah.
That's awesome. You've mentioned Wacken Open Air. What's it like to play a huge festival like that?
It's just it's amazing. Well, I'm when we do Wacken or festivals at that size, that's probably the few times I still feel like butterflies in my stomach before going on stage. But actually, I left all that being too much excited before a show. I just left that behind many years ago, even at the times with Theatre of Tragedy. I counted the shows. I think it was like 14 or 15 shows, and then I got rid of it. So I'm very lucky actually, because I know people just frightened of going on stage like their whole lives.
Oh yes.
Yes. I'm glad I don't have that thing. So it's all positive feelings.
That's very good. That answers my next question very nicely. In fact, I was about to ask, do you still get nervous? But that answers it very nicely.
Not really. No. It's all good.
Do you prefer playing the huge festivals or the smaller, intimate venues like tonight?
Well, I love both actually. Great venue, huge stages and huge venues. I mean, that's nice. Of course, you have a big sound and a big audience, but it's always difficult to how do you say, it's just not that intimate.
Yes.
And when you play in smaller clubs, first of all, you're more intimate or closer to the audience. You see everybody.
Yes.
You look straight into their eyes. It's not like thousands of people. It's like you actually see them. And secondly, it's great to meet everybody after the show. You can't meet up with everybody if you play at a bigger venue. It's
I know
not
you've
possible.
got. You're signing the receipts, aren't you, from Libertine?
Yes, I will.
That's very nice of you. That is.
Oh well, actually, if it's possible, I always hang out at the merchandise after the show, and I'll be on stage. I return to stage with Firewind anyway, so I might as well just hang out at the merchandise.
That's very nice of you. Over the years, you've shared the spotlight with some big names in the genre, including Nightwish, of course, and etc. And tonight you kind of add Firewind to the list. Mm-hmm. But who have been some of your favourites to play with?
Well, of course, I have to mention Nymphetamine, Cradle of Filth. That was just a golden goal. I think we were nominated for the Grammy. We almost got it. Motorhead got it. Oh. So we were almost on our way to LA, ready to cross the red carpet.
Yeah.
But that was it was great to do the video with the Cradle guys. Very nice guys. I've heard so many stories about this. But they were true gentlemen. We met in London and we had a good time. 2 days together.
Oh, that's
really,
very
really
good.
nice. And last year I toured with Taya.
Oh yes.
She did her solo tour, and Liv's Eyes supported her.
Awesome.
And that was very, very nice. And at the last show, the final night, we did Kate Bush, Peter Gabriel duet together. Don't Give Up.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that was magic. Yeah. Such moments you never forget.
Being one of the biggest names yourselves, do you still get starstruck when you meet other kind of celebrities? And
well, I will get starstruck if I ever get the chance to meet Ozzy.
Ah yes, I remember you gave Gus G from Firewind a signed album to give him.
I did, yes, I did. I haven't asked Gus yet if Ozzy actually got it.
Opportunity for later.
Yes, maybe, yes. But yes, Ozzy's... my dad introduced Black Sabbath and Ozzy to me when I was just a little girl, when I was a toddler. And that's the music I grew up with. And without Ozzy and Black Sabbath, there would have been no Theatre of Tragedy, because that's definitely where I got my influences from.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a while back that you lived in Wales as an exchange student. I was going to ask, what did you study while you were here?
Well, that was more of how do you say? I had time off from my studies.
Oh yes.
In Norway.
All right.
Just to stay with the family here and to visit, classes.
Okay.
In certain schools, and to drive around the country, and yeah, it was more like having time off actually. But it was great, and then we had the students coming to Norway to stay with us. So it was absolutely wonderful. So I was looking forward to today, to be back in Cardiff.
And did you meet up with the family that you stayed with while you were here?
Actually, it's I thought everything is possible through Facebook, via Facebook, but I haven't found my family.
Oh no,
my Welsh family, which is a shame. So, but you never know what.
Well,
maybe
hopefully they'll maybe turn up tonight.
That would be amazing. Yes,
that would be nice.
Yes.
Well, that kind of brings me more onto a personal note. You staying in Wales, and I'm going to talk now about your solo career. And congratulations on Libertine.
Thank you very much.
I hope it does very well for you.
I hope so too. Yes, yes. It's my best one so far.
Oh, agreed.
It is, but it's important to grow. You only learn by doing.
Of course.
And Libertine is I don't know how to put it. I get closer to myself album by album, so it's such a good feeling to have Libertine released now. I'm very proud of this album. It's more of a back to the roots album actually, because I just let in the influences from those times with Theatre of Tragedy. Theatre just they dissolved last year, so the band doesn't exist anymore. But nobody heard from them for years anyway, so they kind of disappeared in the scene. But there was an experience during a German gig last year. I did play a couple of Theatre of Tragedy songs just to see the reactions of the audience and to see how I felt doing this.
Of course.
And it felt great. So that was the moment when I thought, okay, Libertine's going to be a Back to the Roots album. I just allow these influences to come into my newest music and production. Because the story, the story, it wasn't that nice. All the things that happened, being kicked out, and so I kind of just denied a little bit the
kind of edited version of the story.
Exactly. So, but now I'm fine with it.
That's very good.
Yes.
Track 4 from Libertine, Vanilla Skin Delight, had guest vocals from Tobias Regner, the third season winner of Deutschland sucht den Superstar.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Deutschland sucht den Superstar. Yeah. Very good.
What was it like working with Tobias?
Oh, he's a very nice guy. We were searching for. I actually wanted Alex to do the parts, the male parts. First of all, I didn't want any male vocals in there, and then Alex, being the producer of my solo album, said, "It's not. We need more power." And I said, "So, you can do it." Alex didn't want to do it, and he suggested Tobias. And somehow we were just lucky to get his contacts through one common friend. So 48 hours later, Tobias knocked on the doors of Master Sound Studio. And he was he was very well prepared, and we had such a good time together. And it was very interesting to hear his stories. Like, it's a roller coaster trip
of Fred.
Yes, absolutely. So I encouraged him to write his own music, not being that much dependent, or would you say, on other people. There are always people wanting to make money on you.
Of course.
Yes. You will feel much better if you do everything yourself, or as much as possible, actually. And then it's always it's much easier for you to say that I did this because of this and that, and if someone criticizes you, you can still say I did it because of this and that. So it feels much better. In the
immortal words of Frank Sinatra, I did it my way.
I did it my way, exactly. And then the rest can just
exactly. Without being too rude. Or
exactly.
So was Tobias a fan of your work, or is he now?
Tobias?
Yes.
Tobias is he knew theatre of tragedy and Liv's Eyes, but he didn't know that I'm also having a solo project for years, and so. But now I think, I just sent him my album 2 days ago before leaving, before going on tour. So he probably will have Libertine in his hands right now.
Well, do you see yourselves working together again in the future?
I'd love to, especially do Vanilla Skin Delight live.
Oh, that would be very good.
I think so too. Yeah, I love his voice.
And is there anyone else in the music industry you really like to work with?
I would love to work with Nick Holmes again. We did that back in '98, Paradise Lost.
Oh yes.
That was a very nice experience. And of course, there is always this wish to
oh, do tell.
Join in somewhere somehow with Ozzy or.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Yeah, but you have to tell the universe.
Oh yes.
And then
I hope the universe answers.
Exactly.
Now, you've been quoted as saying, "When it comes to music, doing one thing is not enough. I've got a lot of different sources of musical inspiration, and this is certainly demonstrated throughout your career, through covering Bruce Springsteen, the entire work 80 album with Atrocity, the Supremes back with Theatre of Tragedy, and now Kate Bush's The Man with a Child in His Eyes on Libertine. So who would you say some of your biggest influences are?
Definitely Kate Bush.
Oh, right.
Kate Bush and Tori Amos.
Oh.
Yes. The thing is, I don't have a musical education whatsoever. I never had a single singing lesson in my life. So I've been forced to gather experience and to live and, to build up on that.
Oh, yes.
To get better, just by doing it myself. And that was, Kate Bush came into my life for real. Once that was during the recordings of Theatre of Tragedy's second album, Velvet Darkness They Fear. We were in the studio and I was like, so I've heard about, female singers warming up before recording.
Yes.
So what is that about? How do we... And back then we had no internet, like...
Yes.
Today you just Google it and you find somebody. And I thought, well, okay, who would probably fit to my voice and the way I'm using my voice, and I figured out that Kate Bush is probably the one. And so Kate's always been following me on tour, in the studio, wherever, whenever, and Tori Amos as well. So both of them gave me a lot of inspiration how to deal with my own voice, how to get better, how to work on the emotional expression. Andy, do I have to sound check? No. Okay.
Well, I've got to admit, during that track you were certainly channeling Kate Bush, because there were a few times where I could close my eyes and just imagine it really was Kate.
Oh, thank you. It's the greatest compliment I can. Thank you so much.
And that kind of concludes our interview.